Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lex and I would greatly appreciate it if you would consider supporting me and supporting the channel by liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. It helps to get the videos out there and it inspires me to keep creating. In addition to that, I have a $1 channel membership, and just for an extra $1 a month, you can go that extra mile to support the channel and support this content. Girl, I am here every day making these Love Island videos. I feel like just as soon as I finish one, the next episode is coming on and I'm recording. So, you know, it is such a labor of love. I love this show, but whoo, girl, on the back end, it is definitely a lot of content creating, and we will have a lot more to go. So thank you so much to everyone who watches, supports, comments, everything. I feel like the vibe has overall been very, very chill. It's been great to read y'all's takes. It's been great to read what you guys think about things. And even in the comments, if you guys don't see things my way, for the most part, it's been really interesting to read other points of view. So today we are getting into episode 6, season 7 of Love Island, and this is our first recoupling with a little dumping. So we are going to talk about it. We are going to get into it. Let's jump into this episode. So we did not begin where we left off this episode. We actually started off with Huda and Jeremiah.
You know, she literally just doesn't give a shit. And I think that honestly, seeing somebody kiss you made me realize I like you.
I thought you really liked me.
No, like, I like you.
Huda is still going in on this whole thing about Amaya kissing him and how she felt it was so rude. Then she starts to ramble on about how she felt like Jeremiah was clearly pulling back, but she wanted to go in more. She's like, wait, but is that real? Is that actually what happened? And finally, Jeremiah's like, look, like, of course, I wanted to be respectful to you. It's just a game. I didn't really have any strong feelings there. I'm still on to you. They, of course, kiss it out, but it's like the word salad with Huda is crazy. In her confessional, she does say that she loves that Jeremiah just lets her talk and get her feelings out, and he will always validate her in the end. And I'm like, okay, girl, more like you just and he can't get a word in. But these two and their toxic tendencies, they continue. Like I said, I'm not buying it. I think especially Jeremiah is playing the extreme long game, but at this point, these two are locked in. So Alandrea and Taylor, they are gossiping as usual.
Me and Taylor never talk about us as a couple, as a unit. So it's like, you keep saying I'm your number one.
Alandrea is talking about how Bella was so excited that she and Nick finally made out, that things got deeper, that Nick basically said that he flipped back onto her. And Taylor's like, well, he let us know as the guys that he is still 50-50, so I'm not sure about that. Now, Alandrea does notice in her confessional, and I pointed this out a couple of episodes ago, that the two of them never really have any conversations about them or anything deep. They don't really talk about each other. All they really do is talk about very superficial things. So we're gonna have to see where that goes, and I definitely noticed that with the two of them. That's why I think I have a lot of trouble seeing the connection, because they really do just gossip. They are the villa gossips, so we shall see. So Ace is laying it down on Shelly again. He's trying to mac and everything.
You know, getting to know people. You know, you might just be all right, you know. I don't care what they say about you.
They say all good things.
He's talking about, oh, I see you got this Made in Miami tattoo. That's so adventurous. She's like, I'm literally from Miami. Now he tries to say that he feels like she and Austin are a good match, but they go together. And at this point, they reintroduce themselves. They get to know each other. To me, it's a lot of gobbledygook and nonsense, because Ace is not locking it in. And that's for me where it started to become clear that he wants to have Shelly in his back pocket, but I don't think Shelly is his number one pick. It's just clear. He does all of this performative stuff. He'll have these kind of conversations where he says they're meant for each other. They belong together. They go together. But yeah, we have not seen any actual action. It's just not working. Ace does actually say in his confessional that he does like Shelly and he wants to get to know her, but he is still very much interested in that connection with Amaya. Ding, 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 ding. Ace, another one who's playing the extreme long game. He does not want to look bad, but it is very, very clear the game that Ace is playing if you really, really watch him. So Ace and Huda and Jeremiah and Amaya have conversations.
Do you understand, Ace, that I don't care?
I clearly wasn't aware of reasons why I did pick you.
How you feeling after today's challenge?
I'm good. I'm fine. I was not mad at Jeremiah. But I'm not.
Ace basically is like, hey, so do you realize that it's only day 4 in this house? Do you realize that you being this locked down sort of makes you not approachable? To me, that was Ace trying to mac. He was trying to make a move. Now, Huda claims that nobody comes for a chat. She's always open to have chats, but nobody comes. She claims that it's not locked down, but I think for Ace, this was the solidifier that his little shot at Huda is just not going to happen at this point. And I think that really, really locked him in front and center on Amaya, because again, I think Shelly, if I'm being honest, I think Shelly is Ace's 3rd pick. I think he still likes to have her around, and I think he definitely has fun with her, but I don't think Shelly is anywhere near being Ace's 1st pick as I continue to watch. Now, Amaya and Jeremiah, they also have a conversation. Amaya does try to apologize. She says she wasn't trying to come off messy or anything. And I just think it's crazy work that a bombshell is apologizing day 4 for playing a game. To me, I think that is so insane. And I don't know what Huda and Jeremiah have done to this game of Love Island, but to me, I'm not feeling it. Jeremiah says, hey, look, you don't have to feel bad. Obviously, I know that you were very clearly just playing the game. And while I'm open to a chat, I am pretty much locked in with Huda, is what he essentially tells her. So at that point, Amaya's like, all right, my hands are clean. There's nothing with Jeremiah. I'm going to leave him alone. And I think that's really how everybody is starting to feel that wants to go for the 2 of them, that they are just like, let's wipe our hands clean. It doesn't matter. I think in that, Ace and Amaya got, hey, Huda and Jeremiah, we're not going to be able to go for them. And so those 2, they better hope they stay together, because that's the problem. When you want to be this locked in couple from day 1, it's really, really going to be an issue. And this is the thing. Let's not forget that Jeremiah said, hey, if a hot, exotic Latina comes in, that might turn my head. Huda doesn't know that he said that. But keep that in mind, because I really think that one of them is going to end up getting very much burned, possibly even just straight up going home if they really can't stick it through till the end. So we're going to have to see on them too. Austin and Amaya, they start to have a little bit of a connection or a conversation.
I'll start from the beginning. I'm definitely more in a position of like where I am looking for a connection.
I didn't really see it there, but the 2 of them, they are joking around, they're laughing. I don't really see more than a friendship with anyone at this point for Austin. He claims even later on in the episode that he does see something there. He likes laughing with her. They can joke around. But to me, again, I don't know if it's because Austin is awkward or there really just is nobody that is a true fit for him. I'm not seeing it. Amaya claims that she's into it a little bit as well, but we'll have to see the development, if any, of that connection. So, it is almost time for bed. Ace and Taylor, they have another conversation. I love this little bond between Ace and Taylor. You can tell that Jeremiah is not in their bond. They're like, especially Ace. You know, Ace, he's not feeling Jeremiah, but Ace and Taylor, they definitely have a connection. And then I think Nick is probably their like 3rd. You know, it's them 2. And then Nick, like, little line here, and then Nick is part of it too.
You would have kissed here.
She mounted me.
What do you mean she mounted you?
I'm not gonna say no. It was kind of...
But anyways, Ace is just filling in Taylor about everything that happened with Bella and Nick. Nick does end up coming in cheesing. He claims that he is switching back to Bella now and everything was great. But he does say the photo booth was great with Sierra, so he's not sure. Ace, again, being... It's amazing how Ace is the villain therapist, but he's also one of the messiest. Ace is like, well, you do need to pick one of them. You do need to start to decide which direction you want to go. Eventually, you are going to have to make a decision, and that is facts, and that is true. But it is bedtime. So at bedtime, we see Jeremiah and, what's her name? Huda in the shower making out. I'm like, oh, Lord. And we still see Sierra and Nick cuddling. And it's just so interesting because Nick was just telling the guys not too long ago that he feels so bad about kissing Bella and then instantly going to kiss Sierra. And even Ace pushed back a little bit. It was like, well, if you feel bad, why did you do it? Why did you do it? If you feel so bad, if you feel like you're so locked in, why would you continue to need to go to someone else? Nick is a menace, y'all. I'm so sorry. Nick is a menace. Why doesn't Nick get more smoke? Because this is crazy what he's doing. And the reality is, I think the thing that gets me the most about Nick is that he tells both girls that he's fully on them, basically. He'll always say, I'm on you. And, I've made the choice. He doesn't say I've made the choice. Let me not cap. But he'll be like, I'm on you. I see it with us. You are definitely it. You have everything I want. He is directly playing both of these women. I get that it's week one, but it's the way he's talking to them. He makes it seem like he's locked in with both of them to the point where both women think that they are fully locked in with him. I think Sierra is a little more down to earth with it, where she does realize that she may have made a mistake putting all her eggs in Nick's basket. But I think especially for Bella is in La La Land. We saw Bella so excited, so happy, telling Alandrea everything, that she and Nick are like this. She feels like they've kindly cracked it all. And it's like, what? This man literally 5 seconds later went to go make out with another girl. And we see in the preview for next episode, baby. Anyway, in the morning, Amaya lets Huda know that she is not going to be dating Jeremiah.
Shudder, and I respect that. Like, that's not someone that I see pursuing at all. Seriously, I love her.
Yeah, there's nothing there, so she needs to, no worries there. And Huda's wiping the sweat off her forehead. She's so happy. Now all of a sudden she's Amaya's bestie, now that her man decided that he's on her, and I just don't like it. Huda says she's a girl's girl. It's not giving girl's girl energy. So sorry, it's just not. Nick does bring Sierra and Bella breakfast. And Amaya feels that there's a connection with Ace, but she is still interested in seeing if there's anything further with Austin. So let's see how this day goes. So the guys have a chat, and Austin says that he thinks he's getting deeper with Shelly, although he does like Amaya as well. And I'm like, really? This is still a thing? I thought y'all 2 days ago or 3 days ago at this point said, hey, this is just platonic. I understand that they have to keep that door open because both of them are on the borderline. Even though Shelly started with having the most people, somehow, some way, now she and Austin are the two that are on the borderline of having literally no one if they don't keep this fake connection open. And Nick says, hey, I'm done being 50-50. He goes on and on and on, but then proceeds to be like, yeah, I still need to talk to both girls today, and I'm still in the middle, and I still need to figure it out. I'm like, Nick, if there's one thing Nick can't do is make a decision for himself. Now, the girls also do have a chat. Hannah says that she and Charlie, they feel like they've known each other forever. They feel like things have been great. Huda does actually apologize to Amaya. She says, oh, I didn't get to know you as much yet. Now that you're in the sisterhood, I obviously realized that I was crashing out way too much. I reacted on emotion, which I don't usually do. Oh, miss me with it. And honestly, if I hear the word sisterhood one more time, I will literally crash out. I am so tired of this forced and fake sisterhood when I'm gonna keep it real. It's giving that a lot of y'all are really quite irritated with each other, but don't want to say it out loud. Amaya does also claim that talking to Ace feels really natural, but Austin is funny AF and that she's just cracking up laughing with him all the time. So again, we're going to see how that connection progresses during the day. Austin and Amaya, they go over together. They have their one-on-one. They're waking up the lymphatic system. They're doing all their shaking and stuff. And the two of them, again, it's very funny. There's a lot of laughing. It seems like they have pretty lighthearted banter, but to me, I'm just not seeing a romantic connection. However, Austin does go in. He makes a move for a kiss. He says, hey, I kind of wish that I had a kiss earlier today. And he goes in for that kiss. I don't know. Just knowing what I know about Austin, I find it very interesting that it's two women of color that he claims are the ones he really wants to go for. I don't know. Maybe it's just my biases from that, but I'm just not buying it. But I will definitely say with Amaya, I think she kind of likes him. I'm just not feeling it 100%. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. So Charlie and Hannah, they have another conversation. They start to talk about cooking breakfast, just very lighthearted banter. Now, this is a couple that I see chemistry with. You could tell. Charlie's cheesing ear from ear. They're cuddled up together. They're sitting very close to one another. He does say, look, I've wanted to pull you in. And then they kiss and kiss and kiss and kiss. And the whole villa is watching the two of them. The two of them, they're very lucky. They don't have entanglement, so they can just be all over each other. Everyone's like, ring the church bells. But hey, I'm happy. You know what? Charlie, he's nice to look at. So I was hoping that he wasn't going to go home week 1. I ain't even going to hold you. So Nick and Bella, once again, you know, Nick's making his rounds, going between the two girls.
What do you do for fun then?
Hike, a beach. It's like so beautiful.
All day, they get into a conversation of what kind of people they are. Bella says she is definitely an inside girly. She's a homebody. So Nick's like, what do you do for fun then? And I'm like, Nick, you're so annoying. She says that she likes to go to the beach. She likes to go hiking. She loves the nature. It's beautiful. Now, for Bella in the confessional, she says that it feels great just to be here with Nick and enjoy the moments with him. She feels like it was very clear during this moment that both of them were not thinking of anyone else. She pauses herself and says, let me talk for myself. I wasn't thinking of anybody else at the time, but his body language at least gave that he wasn't thinking of anyone else. And I was like, poor Bella, poor sweet summer child Bella, because it's just so sad that, again, I feel like she really did get lost in the sauce, and it is very unfortunate. Taylor and Alandrea, they also have a conversation. And
the smaller things first. The smaller things is what makes the bigger things even better. You get what I'm saying? Which is, because I'm a slow burner in real life, like very slow. I love chatting with Taylor.
Alandrea asks Taylor, hey, do you think we're making any progress? Taylor says he does feel like they are getting there. He feels like they are best friends. For Alandrea, she says she is a slow burner. She says she's a slow burner, so for her, she is fine with slowly inching towards intimacy, and she feels like they've made a lot of progress even today just by sitting next to each other a little bit closer. They are getting there. I don't know. Those two are on opposite sides of the couch. We've seen them. All they've done is sit on opposite sides of the couch. It's okay to say that it's just friend vibes. You know, I get for now, obviously going along with it. Neither one of them really has another connection in here, so they have to go along with it. But it's okay to say it's just friend vibes, because I definitely feel like, especially on Alandrea's end, it's just friend vibes. So Ace and Amaya, they get into what is the best surprise that he's ever done for a girl.
Yeah. I just had like everything planned to a T when she came out.
That's pretty cute.
Yeah, I'm a romantic at heart.
He said he flew a girl out. He had gifts on the seat. He had everything planned, yada, yada, yada. Now, for the two of them, you know, once again, Ace is going into his big thing about he's a romantic. He loves love. He really wants to find someone to connect here with and grow with. Ace always has the speech ready, the speech rehearsed. And again, it's the long game, Ace. I see you. For Amaya, she claims that she is shy, but once she has some margaritas, that her hands aren't the only thing that claps. I think Ace liked that one. So Sierra and Nick, they also have their conversation.
What is your imagination?
My imagination's going wild.
As it should, exactly.
I'll make you breakfast.
Oh, but I've also...
Sierra's like, okay, what would like an ideal date night between us be? He says a cabin with a charcuterie board. She's like, oh, how would that night end? He's like, well, it's up to your imagination. So for Nick, he's kind of like, how do you feel about the fact that, like, I'm talking with Bella a little bit. How does that feel? Sierra says she understands. She knows that it's the process. Of course, she wishes that she could get a 100% answer, but she does not want to push him into an answer because she wants him to be able to have his chance to figure it out all the way. So Austin and Charlie are having another conversation. This is another bro link up that we have, Austin and Charlie. He says that he really, really likes the connection with Amaya, but last night he was playing footsies with Shelly. So it seems like he's so confused and he doesn't know what to do. And I'm like, Austin, I am not buying it. But Shelly does pull Austin for a chat.
We've been friends first, you know what I mean? And like, I feel like that's a good foundation of where to start.
Things that last usually take more time.
They talk once again about whether or not there is a romantic or platonic vibe. Again, for Shelly, she says that she's a person that takes a while to get comfortable with somebody. So for her, she's open to giving anyone a chance that respects that, which is Austin. For Austin, he's like, you know, yeah, I've definitely just been feeling you a little more. I feel like last night when we played the footsie, you know, I was feeling, I don't know. these conversations to me, it's just the nothing burger, because let's be for real, the two of y'all are having this conversation because you know you need that connection open for tonight's recoupling. Let's be honest here. Shelly's not 100% on Ace picking her, and Austin, he's also in the middle of a couple of people because Amaya also has another connection with Ace. So that's the reality of this conversation. The rest of the contents of the conversation are just nonsensical. Shelly, you do not like that man, and Austin, you don't like her either. So let's get to what it really is. So it is nighttime, and of course, it is a guy's recoupling, and we learn that the one girl who is not chosen is going to be vulnerable, and she's going to be dumped from the island. So we see a few little conversations before the recoupling. Ace and Shelly have a conversation, and once again, she wants to know where his head's at, what things are looking like. For him, he says he does want to keep an open mind with having connections with both people or with having connections with multiple people. To me, Shelly, girl, that answer means you need to start too. We're probably going to get some new bombshells this week, and you need to start talking to someone that you like. Do not rely on the fact that you're going to have Ace, because as I said, I think you're maybe Ace's third pick. Let's be very, very for real right now. Now, Ace says in the confessional that Amaya came in instantly and she knew that she wanted to be with him. So that's the reason why he's very attracted to that connection. Whereas Shelly has been a little more laid back with it all, but she does challenge his mind. Also, Bella, Sierra, Nick, they all have conversations. Nick lets both of them know that he loves their conversations. He has feelings for both of them. It's great. Huda does also try to gas Bella up a little bit because Bella is crying. She's very worried. Huda's like, I wasn't even worried you were going to leave. Honestly, I wasn't even worried. I know he's going to pick you. I know your worth, girl. Yeah, girl power. Yeeks. But anyways, we get on to the recoupling. Ariana shows up, and it is time to jump into it. So of course, first, Jeremiah is the first to pick. He chooses Huda. He says that she knows him very well. Everything we already know. These two are married and love. They're parents of the villa, whatever they say. Next up, we have Taylor. He chooses Alandrea. He is excited to still get to know where that connection is going to go. We shall see. Maybe we'll get some strides with the two of them. Charlie chooses Hannah. Ace chooses Shelly. No, I'm joking. Ace chooses Amaya.
Amaya, how does it feel to be in your first couple?
And I was like, see, the extreme long game. Not this man macking every single day with Shelly, but he chooses Amaya. And you know what? Ace told on himself. He told us exactly why in the confessional that he chose Amaya. Because Amaya came in and instantly made it clear that she wanted him. Whereas Shelly has been a little more laid back, a little more chill. Shelly hasn't necessarily been all over him. And we know Shelly said she likes to be pursued. I don't think Ace is into that. I think Ace is into a girl that's obsessed with him. So Ace chooses Amaya. And Austin chooses Shelly. And I'm like, seriously? We get another week of Austin. In this house. I was sure Austin was going to go home. But we have another week of Austin and Shelly. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Now we get on to Nick. And when Nick was giving his speech, it was very, very clear that he was talking about Sierra.
That a moment we shared in the photo booth was unforgettable.
But he says this one line at the end, and that photo booth was amazing. And I was like, I know he did not say that photo booth was amazing. And everyone's in tears. Everyone's in tears because they know what that means. Nick chooses Sierra. And you know what? Let me tell you this. That was the right choice for Nick, okay? Nick is a menace. He's probably going to look at another girl. Let's keep that real. But Nick and Bella were not compatible. They were not compatible. I'm so sorry. There was nothing there outside of physical attraction. They very clearly seem like different people. Whereas Nick and Sierra, you could definitely see more of the banter, more of the similarities. So it stinks for Bella because just literally the day prior, that man was saying, I am on Bella 100%, but he does end up picking Sierra, meaning that Bella is dumped from the island. We get a little bit of the scenes afterwards, post-dumping. All of the girls are sobbing. Shelly's makeup is all over. Huda is crying. Nick does pull her over and he says, look, I really wish that it wouldn't have been like this.
I'm gonna miss you.
It's okay. You don't have to keep lying to me.
I'm not lying to you. I really didn't want to.
I'm physically attracted to you. He's like stuttering. He's like, look, I wish it didn't have to be this way, but there is a guy that will love you and see all of you. And I'm so sorry that I couldn't be that guy. I'm gonna miss you here. And she's like, you did this. Stop lying. But you know what? Fair enough. I like that Bella did stand for herself and say, you know what? You did this. You are the reason why you're not going to see me. You're the reason I'm not going to be here. But that is really how we end off the episode. Bella leaves the villa. You know what? I said it. I said it from day one that Bella was likely gonna go home. It just wasn't giving that she's a good fit for the show. I don't think we were gonna get much out of her. And I think that Bella is definitely more suited to another type of something, not this. So anyway, we get a preview for tomorrow and we see that Sierra is told by Alandrea everything that happened with Nick and Bella right before they kissed in that photo booth. Whew. And I say tomorrow, but today, because I'm recording this Monday. So tonight, we're gonna see that. Anyways, if you made it to this point of the video, that means you liked the video. So I would greatly appreciate it if you would consider supporting the channel by liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. It helps to get the videos out there and it inspires me to keep creating. I have recapped the other episodes, by the way. I don't know if I'm going to do After Sun. At least this week's After Sun didn't really have much. So if I do have things to talk about regarding After Sun, you will see them in the Monday episode, but I don't have much to say about this week's episode. I also have a channel membership for just an extra $1 a month if you want to support the channel, that extra mile. Thank you so much to my members, my subscribers, and anyone else who engages and interacts with the videos. I will talk to you guys tomorrow night. Bye!